Oh, the Lynel, the classic Zelda enemy that's been forgotten for most of the 3D Zelda games, and making a glorious comeback in Breath of the Wild. For those of you guys that already know, the Lynel are very, very powerful creatures that award players with amazing equipment. They have some of the most powerful weapons in the game with the highest durability ratings out of any weapon of their class. As well, they give the most powerful bow in the game, which is the Savage Lynel bow. And they also drop elemental arrows, which are useful and powerful for almost any situation, and they also have a chance of dropping gems and star fragments. As a result, players that are either playing Master Mode or even Normal Mode would benefit greatly if they knew how to reliably take them down, and Master Mode is really no exception. As you guys can see over here, I'm actually taking on the first white Lynel that you'll ever encounter on the Great Plateau, and I get my ass handed to me. But once you know how to take down these guys reliably, the rest of the game becomes that much easier to handle. So I'm actually up at the northernmost part of the map right now, taking on the Lynel, and as you can see, the best way to take care of them is by just focusing on having the headshots and then spacing out in between. Once they get out of that stun animation, you have to wait a little bit until it refreshes, then headshot them again, and then they'll be open for one more shot in the face. As you can see over here, I'm actually using equipment that I got straight out of Hyrule Castle in my my beginning start of the game, right after the plateau weapon farming route, which you can get at every Blood Moon. But the thing is though, when you have the Phantom Armor and this, you don't even have to worry about the regen mechanic of Master Mode. The way that it works in Master Mode is that the Lynels in particular, they take about 9 or 10 seconds before they actually start regenning their health, and that's going to be a long time, and you should be killing them right before that even happens. So yeah, the most important thing to know is just always be in a good position to line up that headshot. It's very, very important. As you can see here, he's actually invincible to that stun while he's pulling out his own bow, but you can also get them mid-swing. And of course there are plenty of openings. It's just a matter of getting used to fighting them. Practice makes perfect, and thankfully the game is very generous. They always give you the autosave when you're about to encounter a Lynel, because they know that this is going to be the most challenging fight you will encounter in quite a while. However, by Master Mode standards, Lynel aren't actually that bad in comparison to other things, because now, thanks to Master Mode, you can even encounter whole camps of silver enemies, which I'll get into in a future video. Claymore type weapons are generally the best way of dealing the most damage on these guys. Like, if you have a strong two-handed weapon like a Savage Lynel Crusher or a Royal Claymore, stuff like that, you'll actually be able to get rid of them in less than 30 seconds. It does not take that long after a while. Once you kill your first Lynel, you kind of start to snowball from that point onward, using the same efficient method of doing them. Now, when you headshot them, you can also mount them. And the nice thing about that, I like to call it a little, like the pocket rocket technique, because you have just a very powerful weapon, but you don't want to erase the durability. Because when you mount a Lynel, you can hit them while you're on their back, and you won't use up any durability. I like using the Royal Guard's Claymore for that one, because that one has like almost no durability, but it's very, very powerful, especially if you get the special attack up bonus stat rolls. Now, also, the Savage Lynel bow helps you land those headshots much more efficiently and quickly, and does a lot of damage. The thing is, though, I've only just got off the plateau at this point in the game. It's only been like 2 hours since I beat the plateau, so I don't have very much in the way of stamina. Using the spin move, though, of the two-handed attacks, if you position yourself very, very carefully beneath the left arm, so on your right, but the Lynel's left, you can actually do the double hits because they have a large hitbox that hits both, meaning that you'll actually do twice as much DPS than if you were just spinning and hitting him once every spin. Usually I would, since you have to be in position to actually line up that next headshot, I recommend only going for 2 or 3 spins, running back to the front, and then lining up the headshot once more once he leaves the stun animation. And again, yeah, just lining up the headshot. It's really, really good, very efficient. When you have the mounting, then it'll be a lot easier, but I only recommend doing that when you have higher stamina. I think like maybe 1.5 wheels of stamina As well, if you have stasis, I highly recommend using stasis on them whenever you get the chance. So, like, as soon as you finish mounting them, you can line up a couple of headshots from behind if you want, but then that's when you line up the stasis. Hit him once, you can hit him with an arrow, hit him with one weapon, just hit him once. He'll stagger for like 1 second, and then you can line up another headshot, and then repeat the process all over again. Anyways, that should just about do it. The nice thing about fighting Lynel is that you can get a lot of practice in, and eventually it becomes second nature to fight these things. And there is plenty of margin for error. That's the thing. These things are very intimidating, but you don't have to worry too much about making mistakes. The making mistakes is all about the learning experience. I've died personally many times, and I can guarantee that a lot of YouTubers that also love fighting Lynel in their videos as well will have the same issues as well, where, you know, it's all about learning, it's all about experience and knowledge, and that's basically what this video was for. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little primer on fighting one of the hardest enemies in the game, and once you reliably take these guys down, you'll be more than prepared to take on the rest of the challenges, whether you're going to the Divine Beasts, or getting ready for some of the scarier enemy encounters that you'll find in Breath of the Wild's Master Mode. Anyways guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.